Alrighty, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media, and my name is Judson Powell. Hit the like button, subscribe button, hit all the buttons for me, but most of all, hit the love button. All right, do that. All right. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of meditating and all that kind of stuff lately, and there are a couple of themes that are coming forward for 2023. And one thing is to like let everybody realize and understand consciousness. And I'm not talking about woke consciousness and all that, like the whole tech thing. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about consciousness, period, because everything um, in the earth realm comes about because of your consciousness. The first place that anything takes place is where? It's in your mind. So it's in your consciousness is going to dictate um, a lot of stuff in your life. Like people like talk about, well, what's my purpose and what's this and what's that? Okay, why am I here? And there's a few short answers. All right, but there's a lot of long answers because of what we have done as people here in the earth realm, the changes that we've made, the things that we've decided to do as far as culturally. Um, is phenomenal, the different types of things that everybody does. There are people that do all kinds of different things. So so people kind, um, mankind, or whatever you want to say. I don't want to get like specific into that right now, but the bottom line is like everything starts in your consciousness, and until you develop your consciousness, it's kind of hard to pinpoint your purpose because you're not getting anything. And now here's the other thing is that the world, or the world system, new world order, whatever you want to call it, the people who are running this bad boy, they don't want you to be what? Free thinkers. They don't want you to think freely, and because if you think freely, then you can do things that you didn't imagine that you could do. Um, and your confidence and things that you want to do and things that you want to say, and all of those things are rolled up into that consciousness ball, right? And until you allow your consciousness to control what you're going to do in the future, then um, then you're at a severe disadvantage to a lot of things. So that's one thing. The second thing is that those disadvantages are based upon just not being available when opportunities come available. Okay, so if you're not available, if the opportunity arises and you're not prepared for that opportunity, then even if that opportunity was a part of your purpose and you didn't prepare yourself for that opportunity, then you're out of the picture, you're out of the loop. That's just like I tell people all the time, like more than one person has the same idea. So there are a bunch of people out there that think like you, who will do things like you will, et cetera, et cetera. And if you don't, and if you have a thought or a premonition about doing something, and you don't do it, and it's necessary to help, mankind, womankind. I don't want to. I'm not trying to be gender specific, but what I'm saying is that if you're not there and you're not available and you have not prepared yourself for the things that are coming, the opportunities that are coming, then it is very difficult to fulfill your purpose. All right. So you got to take these different things into into account and into mind. All right, and that's what it's all about. It's like taking it into your mind, and that's why know thyself and to thine own self be true. And I keep saying, because that is the key to everything. Knowing yourself is the key to everything, and your consciousness is key in knowing yourself, right? Because because you're going to get like premonitions or feelings or anything like that, and sometimes you have to be able to discern that those feelings, and even things that are outside of you, you have to be able to discern them in order to navigate your way through life, right? Okay, because everything is sent to you as a as a as a bit of knowledge. And then because last night I was thinking about this, and I said, with knowledge, one of the lines is that with knowledge comes sorrow, because everything that you are knowledgeable of, once some things come into your consciousness, so let's say something like homelessness or world hunger or something like that. Once those things come into your knowledge, it's like, then what do you do with that knowledge, and how does it make you feel, right? And that knowledge, most people, normal people, they look at those situations and go, oh my God, why is it that these people are this way, or we should pray for these people, or we should help these people, or we should do something. But there is an action, that they prepare when they find out situations, knowledge about things that are situations that are occurring in the earth realm. And then there are some people that don't. Some people just like, okay, forget them, or they're the cause of everything. And once again, what do we have? Law of polarity. As above, so below. As within, so without. And your whole, the whole point to enlightenment is that you can cope with things that are outside of your body, that are in the spiritual realm, because that's where we are going to end up anyway, right? And in fact, we're already there. We're already in the spirit realm. Why? Because we're spirits. We are spirits. We are just spirits inside of these earth suits. And I know anybody that's been to one of them, what is it, Bible things, and that's what they talk about. And there's some truth in it. There's not, I'm not saying it's like completely truthful, but there is some truth in it, because what you're doing is, in order to become enlightened, you need to be able to deal with things not inside of the body, but outside of the body, because that's where the most things take place. And that's when you open up your third eye, your pineal gland, and then you start operating in the seventh chakra, which is outside of your body. It's above, or what we call the crown chakra. Okay, and you don't have to. And here's the thing: you don't have to die to be able to experience that level of communication with the Most High. All right, because the Most High has incorporated in your physical makeup a way to communicate with the Most High. All right. And that's what the pineal gland is. It's like saying, okay, now I'm gonna give you the ability to be able to talk with your Creator, with the Most High power within this universe, and I'm gonna give you that opportunity to be able to do that through that pineal gland, right? So everybody keeps telling us, oh, that's like, so that's your sixth chakra as you move up the hierarchy of your chakras, and the seventh chakra is outside of your body. And once again, it's that whole thing from the book of Revelations. Who can open the seventh seal? Enoch was what? Seventh from God. These are metaphorical things that took place in in the scriptures. But they're metaphors. They're not real, and none of the people are real. They were just put there in order to give the people an example of what could be done or what couldn't be done, right? But the whole thing, the whole reason why you are in the physical body is so that there's got to be lessons to be learned inside of this physical body in order that you can go on to enlightenment or to the next phase, right? Because that's the next. Because what? And once again, we go to our universal laws. Like energy is what? Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transposed or transferred or it has to be in a series of things where it exists. So for example, say you got an ice cube in a glass beaker and you put heat on it. Well, if you put heat on that ice cube in that glass beaker, what's going to happen? First, it's going to turn to ice. Then the next thing, if you keep on heating it and heating it and heating it, and it gets to the boiling point, then it's going to boil, and then what's it going to do? It's going to evaporate. And then it becomes steam and it's gone. But is it really gone? No, because it's in the atmosphere, right? So, just not easily gatherable or recognizable after it becomes steam, right? But it's still there. And so that's the things that we need to work on trying to understand, and the things that the people that run the the New World Order, so to speak, that's the things that they know. And so the other day I was like laughing. I was talking to a really good close friend of mine, and it was just like we're laughing because I think that everybody thinks that they're gonna go to outer space or whatever. I don't know what their next move is, but then there's a lot of lies and untruths being told about about the earth. It's like the earth is not even one is I think it was where I read it was like the earth is not even 1/10 populated. 1/10. That's and so. And then the other thing is like there's a lot of misinformation going around, especially about population and all of that. And the reason why I bring that up is because of the fact that that's one of the points of fear that they strike into the people that are these Trumpians or whatever. Oh well, they're taking all of our jobs. There's this, that, and the other thing. They're populating, and we won't have any power and control of anything, which is not not 100% true. So we got to look at it from the standpoint. But the other thing is, I guess we got to look at it from the standpoint of the things that they're saying about us are also untrue, or the things that they're saying about Latinos at the southern border of the United States. So I get it, but then again, I don't get it. There's still a lot of space, a lot of air, a lot of land, a lot of whatever, But people are still thinking, oh no, the world is overpopulated. No, it's only overpopulated if you put that into your consciousness. It's so to come full circle. Whatever is in your consciousness is true to you or untrue to you. But everybody else outside of your consciousness, that may not be true. Or it's things that you see as true are not true to people who are out there, right? So our first step in becoming enlightened is to understand that your consciousness, or what's going on in your conscious mind, is what you will manifest eventually. So whatever you put into your conscious mind, and then you put action behind it, that's what you're going to develop. Anyway, fastest 15 minutes is up. My name is Judson Powell. Like button, subscribe button, all the buttons. But most of all, hit love buttons. All right. Love y'all. Stay safe, stay warm.